So you're here for a bike bag. Not just a bag you bring while you ride, but something that you can actually attach on your bike. So this, it's not gonna be it. You see, what you need is something like this. It's called the front block, and hopefully your bike has one. Because if you do have it, all you need to do is get a bag with a built-in frame and attach it like so. See what I mean? But you're also looking for the right size too, just to bring your essentials. So this, it's too big. It's not gonna be it. Actually, I did have a smaller bag. So I had this contraption that I DIY'd, and it involves this frame right here. It's a Trigo brand. I can't remember the size, but I bought it separately from Etsy, which I ended up attaching to this bag. This bag is a Peak Design bag. I ended up having it zip tied like so. I zip tied it here, and underneath, but it was kind of ruining the bag, and I obviously hated that because I do love this bag. Perfect size. It has, you know, small sections, you know, for your batteries. There's like removable compartments right here where I can obviously organize my camera, another lens, whatever. Like I basically use this one for my camera gear and stuff. You see, it's meant to be worn. It's meant to be close to you. It's not meant to be DIY'd and attached to a bike. So this bag right here, it's obviously not it. But it led me to this next bag though. And I think this must be it. Let me make a case why this bag might be the one for you too. Awesome. This is pretty cool area. Let's get back to my initial point. In every bike ride that I go to, I always want to be as light as possible. I think that applies with any trip that I go to, right? You only want to bring what's necessary, what you need. So for instance, today I had to bring my camera bag because I know I was going to be filming. But the thing is, I also had to bring other stuff other than my gear because, as you know, we had to do some errands. In this case, I had reading materials, I had some earphones, wallet, of course, my keys, and some snacks. All of that dumps into this bag. Simple as that. So remember that big bag that I showed you earlier at the house? This one is essentially the same thing-ish, but it's just a lot smaller. So it would be a little brother to that bag. That's why it's just like a mini basket bag. This one, if you're hungry, you can pass by the grocery and take home a few things, but not so much. So, I've been using this bag for actually about a month now, and there's a lot of it that I like and a few of it that I don't like. Let's talk about it. For a day like today, it's exercise day, and I was able to bring everything that I needed to bring. All fits right in. So what do I have? I have the usual suspects: phone, wallet, keys, of course, water bottle, exercise day, extra shirt, earphones, jump rope. Game time. Interesting. Oh, it's right there. You can see it. I think it's this. Nice. All right, hold on. All right. I said you don't want to use this one as your camera bag. Well, and also I said I already have one, which I preferably would like to use for my gear. But what I'm trying to say is, technically, you could make it as your camera bag. You just have to take a few precautions. So you see what I mean, right? It all fits, no problem. It's just that it doesn't have all the compartments, the segregations, and no padding basically. That's why I said you have to take a little bit of precaution using it. This is the end. It has a play park at the end. Okay, so I've already established earlier in this video that I love the fact that it is a basket bag. You know, I could just dump all of the stuff that I bring on my rides. But sometimes I do wish that there's a more efficient way to hold stuff inside the bag. Perfect example, water bottles. I mean, you never know when this would actually leak, you know. So for my wish list, I think I would love to have something on the sides of the bag, a way to keep water bottles upright. I do know that Wotancraft sells external modules for all of their bags, I believe. Just like this coin purse right here, this coin module. I believe one of them is zipper pouch. Another thing is a drawstring pouch, which I think seems like what you could use to hold your water bottles. But the thing is, you have to put it somewhere outside the bag. And there's only two places for it, the left and the right of the rear of the bag. And that poses a new problem for me. The thing is, if you actually have it here, I mean, for me, I would have it here because I already have a different module on the left side of the rear. So what would happen is I would have to deal with this new problem where once I get to try and lock this handle, then I don't have a direct access to this locking mechanism because the bag would be hindering it. You know, the bag would be here and then it would be hindering it for me to access. So that's going to be a hassle, which means a no-no, for me at least. Next thing is all right, another thing about using an external module on this bag specifically. So say for example our scenario where I have the coin pouch here, so I'll have the drawstring pouch on the other side right here. And typically if I would be using this bag as a standalone, I would wear it across my shoulders like this. And if you can imagine, I would have something sticking at the back of the bag here, laying on my back uncomfortably. I do not mind the coin purse right here. It's so small, it doesn't bother me at all. So here you can see it's totally flat on my back. Then again, if you put the water bottle right there, it's just not the ideal place to put it. I mean, I could use the bag and wear it this way, but that's not me, so this wouldn't work. Now, the next thing for me is about this shoulder strap right here, which is attached through a slot, again, on the top slot of the rear of the bag. I wish there was a way to organize it because look at how I did here with the bongo tie. I mean, it works, right? But if I were not to have this bongo tie organized in such a way, then it would just like leaving it hanging like that, which for obvious reasons I do not do. So I basically thought about just using a bongo tie to fold this shoulder strap onto the back handle of the bag, so it doesn't look terrible. It looks nice and it's functional. You know, I can just grab it here. It looks like it's part of the handle, really. So that's a way to solve it, but you know, maybe for version 2, like I said, a wish list for version 2. What else? Oh, that's right. In the bigger brother to this bag, which is the Wotancraft Pioneer basket bag, it has a feature where you could increase the capacity of the bag on the spot. It has this built-in sleeve inside that you can pull out, which essentially, like I said, increases the capacity and allows you on the spot to put more items, basically. I wish this bag had something similar because that would have been so handy at times that I have items that exceed the rated volume of this bag, which I think is 8 liters. To have an immediate way to increase the capacity would be so clutch.